Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we're going to be continuing with our series, Dumbfounding Definitions, Dizzying Distinctions, and Diabolical Doctrines, a series sorting through some of the jargon of philosophy. Today we're going to be doubling up for a 3-minute philosophy video because we're dealing with a little bit of a tougher topic called intentional versus extensional contexts. This is probably maybe an intermediate level philosophy topic. It may be a little bit more confusing than some of the other topics in this series, but check out my series on the 4 puzzles in philosophy of language for some more help on these ideas. So, every word that we use has both a thing that it means, an extension, designation, or reference, and a way that we express that meaning, an intention, meaning, or sense. Batman and Bruce Wayne, the Morning Star and the Evening Star, 15/3 and 5, have the same extensions. They both refer to the same thing, but different intentions. They refer to that thing in different ways. Batman and Bruce Wayne both refer to the same person, but they do so in different ways. The Morning Star and the Evening Star both refer to Venus, but they do so in different ways, just as 15/3 and 5 refer to the same thing, but do so in different ways. When only extensions matter, when only the thing that is referred to matters, the context is called extensional. When only intentions matter, the context is called intentional. So, an example of an extensional context would be Batman was injured, therefore Bruce Wayne was injured. But an intentional context would be, I knew that Batman was injured, therefore I knew that Bruce Wayne was injured. Because we're referring to the words, the ways that we refer to that thing, instead of the thing itself. That argument doesn't follow, and therefore it falls into an intentional context, because it might be the case that I don't know that Batman is Bruce Wayne. But there's no way for Batman being injured, referring to the same object as Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne not being injured. If that didn't make sense, hopefully we'll clarify. So intentional context often exists when you're talking about propositional attitudes related to particular words. X believes, Y said, Z hopes, and they often mean that normal logical operations are going to fail. So, X believes, Y said, Z hopes, those signify that an intentional context is coming around. An argument might be, Samson believes that Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain is Samuel Clemens, therefore Samson believes that Samuel Clemens wrote Tom Sawyer. The reason that this doesn't work is because it's an intentional context, because Samson may not believe that Mark Twain is Samuel Clemens. Because Samson's belief is not about the person, the extension, the reference, it's about the way that extension is referenced, the intention. The logic will not follow, and we'll call this an intentional context. An extensional context, on the other hand, is going to be when we're talking about those things that are referenced. They don't depend on the way that the thing is referenced. Samson shook the hand of Mark Twain. Mark Twain is Samuel Clemens, therefore Samson shook the hand of Samuel Clemens. Because we're talking about that object, that thing that is referenced by both Mark Twain and Samuel Clemens, in all of these things, it doesn't matter what Samson knows or what Samson believes for this argument to be valid. Because we're referencing the extension, not the intention, no matter what we call him, the argument is going to be valid. Whereas intentional contexts are often brought about by kind of epistemic relations, belief, knowledge, and so on. Extensional contexts are often brought on by physical or metaphysical relations, position, properties, etc., like shaking the hand of or being injured. Check out the series, as I said, on the 4 puzzles in philosophy of language for more information on this distinction, and watch this video and more here at Carneades.org, and stay skeptical, everybody.